In a heartfelt tweet, the Duke of Cambridge told of his family's fondness for walking alongside a snap of him standing outside St. Mary Magdalene Church, Sandringham. The 39-year-old wrote of the monarch, 95, still enjoying walks, as well as about his father Prince Charles and kids Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, yet didn't include Harry amid their ongoing rift. Wills shared the message as he says he hopes to inspire a few other people to get active and take some extra time for their own mental health by talking about some of his stories and favorite songs on an episode of Apple's Time to Walk podcast. He tweeted, "My whole family have a passion for walking, whether it's my grandmother still taking her corgis out at 95, my father embarking on lengthy rambles over the summer in Scotland, or my own children making their first appearance at our annual walk to church on Christmas at Sandringham." And Will's snub of Prince Harry and his family-focused tweet comes amid their ongoing rift. In his and Meghan Markle's bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey earlier this year, Harry claimed Prince Charles and Prince William were trapped within the monarchy. And the television interview, which was watched by over 17 million people, reportedly left William furious. In a new interview, Wills beamed about cranking up U.S. legend Tina's 1989 cover of Bonnie Tyler's The Best. William, 39, said hearing the track takes him back to a real family moment driving to school with mom Prince Diana and brother Harry. The heir to the throne went on to reveal he starts his Monday mornings by putting on AC/DC's 1990 smash Thunderstruck. The prince said his children, Prince George, 8, Princess Charlotte, 7, and Prince Louis, 3, have all inherited his love of music, although they often have fights in the morning battling to play their favorite songs, including a Shakira pop smash called Waka Waka. William, speaking on an Apple audio experience called Time to Walk, tells listeners, "When I was younger, Harry and we were at boarding school. And my mother used to play all sorts of songs to kind of while away the anxiety of going back to school. And one of the songs I massively remember and has stuck with me all this time, and I still, to this day, still quite enjoy secretly, is Tina Turner's The Best because sitting in the backseat, singing away, it felt like a real family moment. And my mother, she'd be driving along, singing at the top of her voice. And we'd even get the policeman in the car, he'd be occasionally singing along as well. You'd be singing and listening to the music right the way out into the gates of school, when they dropped you off. When I listen to it now, it takes me back to those car rides and brings back lots of memories of my mother." He added, "There's nothing better than, on a Monday morning, when you're a bit bleary-eyed after the weekend and trying to get yourself back into the grind of the week, listening to AC/DC, Thunderstruck. It absolutely wakes you up, puts your week in the best mood possible, and you feel like you can take on anything and anyone. I'd imagine you're going to walk quite fast listening to it, maybe with a skip in your step, with a head banging. It's a difficult song not to dance to or to nod along to. One of the songs that the children are loving at the moment is Shakira, Waka Waka. There's a lot of hip movements going along. There's a lot of dressing up. Charlotte, particularly, is running around the kitchen in her dresses and ballet stuff and everything. She goes completely crazy with Louis following her around trying to do the same thing. It's a really happy moment where the children just enjoy dancing, messing around, and singing." During the recording, made in the spring, the Duke reflects on how his experiences working as an air ambulance pilot and dealing with children involved in road traffic accidents made him realize the importance of sharing your thoughts and anxieties to aid mental health. Speaking of a particular incident, he added, "It really hit me weeks later. It was like someone had put a key in a lock and opened it without me giving permission to do that. I felt like the whole world was dying. It's an extraordinary feeling. You just feel everyone's in pain, everyone's suffering. And that's not me. I've never felt that before." William's brother Prince Harry has signed up to his own audio experience with wife Meghan as part of a reported £25 million deal with Spotify. William was not paid for his involvement in the Time to Walk audio experience. Instead, he chose 3 charities offering support for those in crisis or emotional turmoil to each receive a 5-figure donation from Apple. The organizations are Shout, the text helpline service developed by William's Royal Foundation, Crisis Text Line, which provides a similar service but globally, and the Australian charity Lifeline, which provides crisis support for people in emotional distress.